Intro. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of AI workflows. Specifically, we'll be covering how to build a scalable AI workflow from data ingestion all the way to model deployment in production. Whether you are a data scientist, an AI engineer, or a tech enthusiast, understanding the full lifecycle of an AI model is crucial for creating effective and scalable applications. So, let's roll up our sleeves and get started. Segment 1. What is an AI workflow? Before we jump into the nitty-gritty details, let's clarify what we mean by an AI workflow. An AI workflow is a sequence of steps that guide the development of AI models from conception to deployment. It encompasses various stages, including data collection, data preprocessing, model training, validation, and deployment. The key to a successful AI workflow is scalability, which means that as data grows or requirements change, the system can handle the increased load without significant redevelopment. By understanding this workflow, we can create systems that efficiently manage and utilize data, ultimately leading to better AI applications. Segment 2. Data Ingestion. The first step in any AI workflow is data ingestion. This phase is crucial because the quality and quantity of data you collect significantly influence the performance of your AI model. Data ingestion can come from multiple sources, databases, cloud storage, APIs, or even real-time data streams. When designing your ingestion process, it's essential to consider scalability from the beginning. To ensure your system can handle a growing volume of data, you might want to implement batch processing for large datasets or stream processing for real-time data. Batch processing involves collecting data over a period and then processing it in chunks. This method is efficient for large datasets where immediate processing isn't necessary. On the other hand, stream processing allows you to process data in real time, which is ideal for applications such as fraud detection or live recommendation systems. Regardless of your chosen method, you need to have a robust mechanism in place to handle errors and validate data integrity during ingestion. Segment 3. Data Storage and Management. Once your data has been ingested, the next step is storage and management. You'll want to choose a storage solution that aligns with your scalability and retrieval needs. Options include SQL databases, NoSQL databases, data lakes, and cloud storage solutions. Data lakes, for instance, are particularly suited for machine learning projects as they can store structured and unstructured data in its raw form. On the other hand, if you require fast access to relational data, a SQL database may be more appropriate. Whichever storage solution you select, keep in mind that organizing your data is critical. Implementing a good data management strategy will help you maintain data quality, facilitate easy retrieval, and support efficient querying. You may want to incorporate indexing, data catalogs, or metadata management to enhance your data organization. Segment 4. Data Preprocessing. Now that we have our data stored, it's time to preprocess it. Data preprocessing is a vital step that involves cleaning, transforming, and preparing data for model training. The quality of your model is only as good as the data fed into it, and this is where many projects can falter. Common preprocessing tasks include handling missing values, normalizing data, and encoding categorical variables. You can automate these processes through scripts or data processing pipelines. Tools like Apache Spark or TensorFlow data validation can be useful at this stage, allowing you to handle large datasets efficiently. Additionally, it's essential to ensure that your preprocessing workflow is reproducible. Documenting your preprocessing steps and using version control for your data and scripts will help maintain consistency, especially when you are iterating on your models or collaborating with teammates. Segment 5. Model Training. Once our data is preprocessed, we can move on to model training. This is the stage where we select our algorithms, define our model architecture, and start training our models. The choice of algorithms depends on the problem you are trying to solve, whether it's classification, regression, clustering, or something else. When building your model, remember that experimentation is crucial. Implementing a systematic approach to track experiments, such as using tools like MLflow or weights and biases, will help you compare different model iterations effectively. This tracking can include hyperparameters, model metrics, and even visualization of how model performance evolves during training. Furthermore, ensure that your training process is scalable. Consider using cloud-based solutions or distributed computing frameworks like TensorFlow or PyTorch for handling larger datasets or complex models. This approach will allow you to leverage GPU resources, significantly speeding up training times. Segment 6: Model Validation. After training, the next step is model validation. This process ensures that your model performs well on unseen data. You'll want to split your dataset into training, validation, and test sets. The training set is used to teach the model, the validation set is for tuning hyperparameters, and the test set is for assessing the final model's performance. Utilizing techniques like cross-validation can help mitigate issues like overfitting, where your model performs well on training data but poorly on new data. Using performance metrics that are relevant to your specific task, such as accuracy, precision, recall, or F1 score, will give you a clearer picture of how your model is likely to perform in the real world. Additionally, it's essential to conduct error analysis during this phase. This involves reviewing the model's mistakes to understand why it made certain predictions, which can provide insights for further tuning or data collection. Segment 7: Model Deployment. After validation, we reach the crucial point of model deployment. This step involves taking your trained model and making it available for use in production. The deployment process needs to be well planned, as it can impact how users interact with your AI application. There are various deployment strategies, including batch deployment, real-time API endpoints, or embedding the model into applications. Consider using containerization technologies like Docker to package your models and dependencies, making it easier to deploy across different environments consistently. Moreover, monitoring your deployed model is essential. Once it's in production, you'll want to track its performance and make sure it's still performing as expected. This often involves setting up a monitoring tool to check metrics like response time, accuracy, and user engagement. If your model's performance starts to degrade, you may need to retrain it with new data or revisit earlier steps in your workflow. Implementing a CI/CD pipeline can help automate this process, allowing for continuous integration of new model versions and updates. Segment 8: Scalability Considerations. As we wrap up our journey through the AI workflow, let's take a moment to discuss scalability considerations. Building a scalable AI workflow means not just getting through the first model deployment but ensuring that your system can grow with your needs. Key factors to consider for scalability include cloud solutions for data storage and processing, using microservices architectures to decouple components of your workflow, and leveraging orchestration tools like Kubernetes for managing containerized applications. Additionally, always be on the lookout for bottlenecks in your workflow. Regularly revisit each stage, from data ingestion to model deployment, to identify opportunities for optimization. This proactive approach ensures that your workflow remains efficient and capable of handling increased data loads or user demands. Conclusion. In conclusion, building a scalable AI workflow from data ingestion to model deployment is a complex but rewarding endeavor. Each step in this process is crucial, requiring attention to detail and a focus on scalability. By investing time in establishing a robust workflow, you'll be better equipped to create effective AI applications that can grow and adapt over time. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content on AI and data science. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. What challenges have you faced in your AI workflow? Until next time, keep learning and building.